Alright, should be a little bit better today. I have it in 1080p. Let's see, I'll get post this on my Instagram. Instagram's got some cool filters. I like this. It's like a stencil filter. Alright, let me just get everything open up here. I don't know why, every time I start streaming, OBS decides to record everything. Just open the velocity. How's that look actually with these E's? Actually doesn't look that bad. Gonna keyframe that out. I can still see it. Why can I still see it? What the heck is that? How's the camera doing that? Just delete that. Alright, so... I can't tell if I like this text or not. Oops. Forgot to center my anchor point. Alright, so as this leaves, I'm going to just keyframe live, and I actually might make the a little bit bigger. See how that looks. like phases in. Once you come in really fast, then like slowly stop. It's all the way over here. Let's mess with this for a little bit. Something's not right. Maybe we make this come in. Just organizing it right now. I'm gonna go in after this and make it look really nice. It looks cheesy right now. Like we're gonna add a. I want that to blur out like it's going out of focus, so I'm just gonna manually blur it out instead of using the camera and the depth of field on it.
What this is saying then is that just as you
Keyframe. Keyframe. Get this rendered out a little bit. Yeah, it looks pretty. Looks alright. Probably give it a little more. I still want this text to like pretty much drop in the same way. I think that's where the camera was going to be useful. I can't really do much. Just the scale here. It just comes in super fast. Now it's reversing. Yeah, it's coming in way too fast. Just have to find music for this. Because there's a part where I want to sync up music at the beginning here. I'm gonna restart this really quick. It's really slow right now. blur here. Alright, do it again. Play it. Play it again. I want to see it. Oh, you know what would probably be better if I just do it on the 3D axis. Oh, I didn't think of that. Just name it 3D. Let's mess around with this really quick. Alright, instead of messing with the scale, I'm gonna mess with the position now. Actually, I probably come out better, because now I can mess with the speed. I want to make that blur a little bit more crazy. This be a little bit more crazy. Like 50. 75. Oh yeah. Alright, then we're gonna add a... It's all the little things. It's all the little things that you'll see on the motion graphics that you would never think of. Like, to me, this looks like the most simplest thing ever. But we spent maybe an hour trying to perfect this with velocity mapping. Can't really see them, but yeah, it's the small things. Take forever to make them look good. So I also want to, yeah, we gotta, so we finished that, and now we can go into our velocity. Hello? I don't think this is wide enough, to be honest. Alright, maybe that's that blur is there. Oh. Yeah, it looks way better. Way better. Okay. Pretty much gonna do the same thing I did on the other one. Our slider in here. Have this come in. Have this coming at the same time. There's a whole lot that's going to be happening right here. So this. Such a weird speed. Get in a little bit closer. Happy with that for now. We can always go back and change that. I think the reason why it's lagging is because there's so much going on in this composition. Particles. Want these to come up. Actually, I kind of want these to. Well, I have them fade in. When I think of it. And then pretty much where I want them. Probably just rotate them in, see what that looks like with the motion blur on. Uh, I want them to come in on the Z, but it's not working out. So, just going to do this. Oh, maybe that's why they just have to come in earlier. They need to happen pretty quick, actually. Kind of happy with that. Ah, actually scared me. I don't know who just followed, but I appreciate it. Don't have my alerts set up for this, what, this channel? I don't know if I'm happy with this. Something does not look right. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, Al, what's up? I don't stream on this channel ever, so I'm just kind of fooling around. So I don't think any of my other friends would, on my other platforms would watch this. I don't have any of my labels set up or anything. I can't even see who is following. I think that's why this looks so weird. I didn't put a extra keyframe at the end, like have it kind of animate or hover, like it's bouncing essentially. Need to chat about a project. Your take on it? A project? Hear it. I like projects. Video stuff. You doing video? Yeah. What? Video stuff? Heck yeah. I still wanted at the beginning here. I'm gonna have Flash in. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I need some uncopyright background music behind this. And I want it to flash in right here. Have like have a beat flash, like flash with the beat a little bit. Not like nothing like crazy. I'll just have the background like flash a little bit, and then that'll go into this next part. Coming with the particles, pretty good. Still don't know what I think about that font. Have this come in. So we go positive, so we want to go positive. Why is it so slow? Did I mess with the velocity? You like the live font? Let's just play it really quick. What does it look like? It's kind of why I wanted like a Stream Deck. So you can have all these shortcuts on a Stream Deck. So I'm starting to look at this, and I'm starting to think maybe I should like have this coming on the Z-axis towards the screen. So it's like flipping in from the screen. Oh, that actually would look pretty cool. I don't know. It feels like Star Wars. Yeah. So I don't know what font he uses. I asked him before and he doesn't know. For his logo. It's probably just custom made. Yeah, it's probably custom made. I don't know why I would think that was actual font. Maybe this part is like an actual font, but these are just probably custom made. Like these are probably font, but he probably just added it on to match. Nice. I can always come back. I'm just gonna like, since it's like it's a 3-stage promo graphic. So I define it as this first stage, second stage, the third stage is gonna be like probably take some more time than I don't know. I might stream it. Might actually have to do some Photoshop work. Have like his promo, essentially like previews on like a phone. So this will go inward, and then the phones will come out, and then I'll have like him on his up on his stream. It's hard to explain, but I think the period will look good, Red. I'm not going to explain it, I'm just going to do it. Question is, do we make his red he just for his logo? He uses like 3 different reds. I like the darker, to be honest. I wonder if I should blink that. Should I blink the period? See how this looks. Is there an effect for this? Like, strobe? I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna touch that. Never mind. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna mess with the opacity. Don't get too crazy. Oh, you know what? That's probably not good. Hold on. I'm gonna have to make that separate now. How would I... What do you think? Yeah, if it's blinking, that'll look pretty cool. Let's do this. No, I think it's a good idea. I'm trying to use Adobe more, well, After Effects more. Every time I use it, it's something different. I was trying to figure out how I could flicker that without flickering the whole thing. I'm sure there's some easy way to do it. Oh, you know what? I could probably just mask it. Just mask it. Just mask this. That's not a mask. Hello? Alright. See? It's gone. Alright, it's coming. It's gonna blink right here. That actually might be the only way you could have done this. Just mess with the mask for it. You had a video idea. Are you gonna reveal that? Reveal the idea? See how that looks. Too fast. Actually really good. How long am I gonna be streaming? I was probably gonna stream till like 9:30, 10ish. Or probably until I got bored of this. I mean, I say if you just want to chill in like a Discord call for a little bit, I'm down. It's good. It is good. I'm just gonna do it until I... I need to do dad thing. Alright, man. Yeah, I'll be here. These particles look so weird. Alright, fix this. I have a love-hate relationship with particles. As you can see. Yeah, let me just look up what the hotkey is for the brackets. I forget what they. I know what they are for Premiere, but they are for. So right back. It's the freaking. No, that's delete. That's literally trim. Oh, it's B and N. B and N. Beginning. On Premiere, it's I and O for in and out. That makes more sense than B and N for the work area here. That's as far as I can go. What the heck? Oh, that's why it looks weird, because I was doing scale for this one as well. Oh, I made a mistake doing that again.
Hello?
Oh,
Oh, wow. You're really loud.
am I?
Well, I have you in my AirPods on my phone, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's a little better. I just turned it down a little bit. That's the great thing about Discord is I can individually turn down people.
I know, right? It's like the ultimate disrespect. That's like the first thing I say. Not when I do it, but when someone comes into into a group and they say, "Oh, I gotta turn you down," it's like, okay, disrespect.
Well, what we used to do is we used to make the when I ran our Counter-Strike server and we had somebody that we didn't like, I would just I would either move them to a room they couldn't move out of, or or change the bit rate of their voice.
Denied.
So it sounds like they're talking out of an old Nokia.
Like a toaster. out of the Microsoft Life webcam.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I only know that because I used to do that. Tough times.
Oh, how we have upgraded.
Yeah, the mixer I got, the new mixer I got is 10 times better than the one I had before. So way more expensive than the microphone itself.
Mine doesn't sound great, but only so much I can get out of an AirPod.
True. Doesn't sound half bad, actually.
Well, it's the AirPod Pros, so...
It's better than, like, most microphones you get at, like, Target.
That's fair. My normal setup is my Corsair Voids, but they're the new Void, the Void Pros. Those aren't bad for sound quality, but they're comfortable.
Yeah.
So I have a project that I
Yes.
wanted to get your take on it. Could possibly collaborate on. Actually, I probably definitely need the collaboration because it's either that or I do hours and hours and hours of trying to figure out how to use a video editing program again.
Would you use, like, Premiere?
Oh no! Oh no!
Would you?
Oh no! I'm not that proficient at any of this. I take photos, one frame. I'm
What?
very good at editing photos, and doing that. And Lightroom is very user friendly.
Oh, you never
So I'm
use... I thought you did a bit of video editing when you were doing that YouTube thing.
Yeah, I used Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Vegas has come along, like the new one. The new Vegas.
Vegas is devil.
Look at the new Vegas. Like, if you ever have time, like, go on YouTube and look at it. It looks exactly like Premiere.
No, I believe it. I mean, Premiere is the go-to for everything. So that's like the whole reason to buy a MacBook nowadays.
Yeah, the workflow is just so much nicer. I can, like, go from, like, one program to another without even, like, rendering the video out. Great.
Yeah, I don't even know what any of that means anymore. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can transfer it. Yeah. Because I do the same thing with Lightroom. I can take something in Lightroom and I can seamlessly transfer it to Photoshop, and then edit it in Photoshop and like do whatever. Like I want to remove something, or that's usually what I use it for. Is I just want to remove. Here's like one little thing in the frame that I want to remove and get rid of that I don't like, and then I'll remove it and then send it back to Lightroom, and I don't have to export it or do any of that nonsense. It just goes right between the two, super seamless. It's amazing.
I like Lightroom. I like
Lightroom's
it.
really nice. It's
Organizing
an
my
upgrade from
files.
Photoshop.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of
At least
things.
if
I
you're
mean,
not trying
yeah, you don't need Photoshop for, like, unless you're, like, trying to change, like, specific things in the photo.
Yeah, I mean that's like that, but that's what people used to edit photos with before Lightroom. They would just put them into Photoshop, and then trying to do everything in there was super like not user friendly.
Yeah, it's
for
not.
Just trying to like, edit a photo. But if you're trying to like touch up a photo a little bit, then that's great. And then that's why that handoff works really well. Because it's like, okay, well, not all the features are here, so let's just go over to Photoshop, remove this piece of grass or whatever that I don't like, and then go back over to Lightroom to finish doing all the rest of my editing.
Yeah, this there's a new this new thing that Adobe just added. It's called a content aware fill, and you can basically like, I don't know if you know what a roto brush is, where you can like go in and like select what you basically don't want in the video. And apparently this, well, since this is new, I haven't tried it. I don't really know if I'm explaining it correctly, but it essentially calculates it for you. So you just basically find what you don't want, and you can like delete it or add something in place of it. So it's pretty cool. Like if you were, let's say like skateboarding, and there's like people around you, you can like delete them out, and it'll basically do what you would do in Photoshop with a healing brush. Like you just, it would
Yeah.
take like the environment and just match it up and just blend everything in. I'm not saying that.
I think the
would look
roto
good,
brush
but-
is in Photoshop as well.
Well, they added it to I don't know if I explained that right,
Premiere.
but it sounds like because I watched the video on it. Exactly, like just taking the healing brush and just doing it automatically for you.
It's kind of neat.
I gotta try that. I gotta try that at some point. I don't take real life videos, so wouldn't know.
Yeah. But so okay, so this project. So Valerie's dad has this. I'll give you back some backstory. So Valerie's dad has this. Like he does imports. It's oh, what kind of gems are they? It's a gem. It's
Maybe we just start reading off the gems.
well, it's from Australia, and
Gems come from Australia.
very specific one. And I absolutely know what it is because he talks about it all the time.
Opal? Is it an opal? Fire opal?
Yes, I think it's opal.
That's what
It's
Google
opal
says.
or
Quartz? No.
I think it's opal.
Amethyst, citrine, less common.
They come in
Oh.
like a whole bunch of different colors.
Wait, opal then.
Anyway, so he gets them and then he polishes them up, right? And they get them in like their very raw state, and then he polishes them up, and then sells them here in the States. That's his little side gig business, right? And the issue with that was, though, starting out, is that I need to
Right,
swing
no, like
in
no-
the back porch.
Like no promotion or anything?
No.
No.
Well, kinda, yeah. I mean, like, I'm doing photos for them. Yeah. I don't want to talk in the house. Get
Yeah, I
attacked by
figured.
bugs on the back porch. I don't want to wake the baby up.
I gotcha.
But
yeah.
So
Sounds cool.
but the problem was that he the machine they use to polish them isn't sold in the States, like, at all. There's no US vendors for that machine. But the people in the States that do this all the time, they have to import the machines from another country, right?
Yeah.
And so what he did is he developed a machine here stateside and made it from scratch, and it works really well. And he has a bunch of people that are wanting to buy it, and he's trying to go full go with the startup. So what he wants to do, and really and ultimately this is something that he's going to kind of use and carry forward for a little while, but for the website that he's going to sell it on, because he's been featured in, I guess, in a big gem magazine, I guess that's a thing, like a miner's magazine,
All
or
right.
Opal Enthusiasts, whatever. But he's been featured in that magazine for this product already, or his business, not specifically for the product. So he's got a market, and he also wants to start a like a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe, right? And that's another big part of that. I mean, it's like, I wouldn't say it's a huge part, but it's a part of it. So what he's looking for is a video, like a promo video
Yeah.
for the machine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've seen Kickstarters, and I know. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so but he also wants this to kind of like work with the website as well. So it's something that we can take to like his website. We can kind of show it there. We can have the video on the Kickstarter. You know, they can put it on the Facebook page, like the whole nine, right? And this is something they can just kind of put out there. It's like, this is what he's looking for. He's just looking for a promo video. Well, he's asked me as his photographer for his product, because right now he's just taking pictures of the stones in his hand and posting them online. He really doesn't have like a good going right now, but he is selling product pretty reliably. And these stones pretty reliably. He's trying to get into gem making, and he's trying to get into, you know, a bunch of other stuff. So he's looking for a video on the actual machine, and then I don't know, maybe we'll see possibly doing something on a larger scale later on, but just for you know, for startup beginner's sake here. I mean, he's also giving me, like, once we get in the full swing here and then his website like goes full live with my images of the products, and I can get set up here with a photo studio, that we're talking about like percentage of sales and everything. And mind you, he's selling this machine for like, I think it's like several $1,000s a pop.
Oh, what is it do again?
It's a polisher.
Polisher, okay. Why does no one else have that?
That's what I said to him. Nobody in the United States sells or services that polisher, or any kind of polisher in that area at all. Like, he had to get his main one before he built that one shipped in from Australia, because that was the closest vendor that he could find at the time.
Huh.
And there are people in the States that want to break into that, I guess, that market. So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get this machine out there, so then he's literally got a lock on the market in the United States. Because now you're not talking about, and also mind you, like, the guys in Australia are really weird about selling to the States, apparently, from what he's been telling me. Because they don't want, like, you know, they want to make their own stuff, but if they start giving people polishers, it degrades the price of their finished product. Because now people are just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I can just make it here. So he's already in the States. He's like, I don't have a problem selling to people over here. That's fine. You know, his infrastructure is built. Like, he has like quite the setup going right now. This little business. You can look him up on Facebook. It's Presty and Presty Lapidary. And he's trying to get a solid product pushed out for the main roll-off, right?
Yeah. So he needs a Kickstarter.
Instead of just taking pictures of, like, you know, pictures of the machine with his iPhone, because that's the best camera that he has, or taking video with his iPhone because it's the best camera that he has, we're gonna go and or he's like essentially contracted me out to make that video, because that machine's going to be back. It's being it's having the last, or it was sent off to New York, having somebody do some measurements there to calculate for some piece that they're going to be supplying him for it. He's missing just this one little small part of it. And then once they do that calculation, which I think they're done already, and the machine should be on its way back here right now, that's when we're going to jump into, or, you know, just when he wants to commence shooting, so to speak.
I gotcha. So it must be something completely different than what I see on the... I literally just looked it up on Amazon. This must be completely different.
They're pretty expensive. They're pretty big. I mean, I can imagine you could find small ones, but not like to this scale.
Yeah. These are like
I don't really know
$300,
the.
$400.
Yeah, I don't really know like the depth of it. All I know is that he's a pretty smart guy. He's been doing this for a while. He's made a few trips to Australia to actually like go into a mine. He actually owns a mine in Australia, and so I'll take his word on it. Sure, that's fine. You know, I don't. I make money when he makes money. Essentially, is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because he is talking about, you know, paying.
I would hope. I would hope.
On the other end, like that's, you know, what I wanted to do is that I know that I can take photos. I can take a lot of photos, essentially, on my own. Like that's no big deal. I've been taking photos for a long time, but I'm not broken into the film world. Like I can see the angles and I know what I want to do, more or less, but the actual logistics behind getting it done, or you know, making that finished product, so to speak, like you know, like those, because if I can come up with like an outline or something that I think, obviously open to suggestion, of course. I won't be able to like, you know, go full circle with this. So what I'm proposing to you is that we go, because I know you're into photography too, and
Right.
apparently we got that same gene from whatever parent, and
I always wondered that.
I don't know.
Our whole family,
It.
like, you ever just wonder that? Like, even like everybody like on dad's side, everybody's got like that. You can tell everybody's got that creative ish about them.
It's weird though, because like that's not dad.
I know, and that's why it's confusing to me.
He's a very mechanical person. Very
confusing.
Very, very book driven. But I don't know. Whatever. But
Yeah.
either way, I mean, this is sparking other ideas in my head as I'm talking as well, because I'm still thinking of all this like I'm living in a different state, and I'm not. I live half an hour away from you.
Right. Right.
So, like, ultimately, he essentially needs like a promo team, right? He needs like somebody who's gonna like do his promos, take his photos of his gems, right? He's already contracted Valerie to do website management, and this kind of like goes into like where I'd like to go, which is like actually taking like photography as like a part-time gig.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Side hustle. Everybody's got a side hustle.
Yeah, but what I would like even more than that is to do photography or promo stuff with you
Yeah.
specifically. I mean, because I had that kind of brag with Torres, but Torres turned out to be like, you know, an egotistical like idiot, essentially, right? You're probably streaming this. That's fine, but
Oh, nice. No one's even in here.
So no, I don't care. They burned me, so I burned them. Whatever. So I'm trying to like, and then you know, I'd like to, especially with somebody who's got the same mindset as me, to go about photography and to go about production of photography, or to go about the production of just media in general. Like you have an absolute knack for doing After Effects and like the Premiere stuff, like those intros you make. I've never seen you make a bad one. So I know that you can do that. I know that you're capable of seeing the angles that like I also see, that I'm like, hey, that looks really, maybe that's just because, you know, I'm me and, you know, we're brothers. So maybe that links up in my head, you know. maybe I'm just like genetically predisposed to liking the stuff that you produce because I'm like, hey, he liked that enough to put that out, so I have to like that, you know? Like it's in my
Yeah.
head. It's just my genes are telling me that that also looks nice to me.
No, I was like the same
I
way
think it all
with
looks
your
great.
photos too. I thought
Oh,
your photos, I would have a lot of things I liked about your photos. Wish you would have kept posting on your Instagram.
yeah, I think I'm gonna try to start that up. That's also kind of leading me into like what this, you know, this kind of discussion. I mean, this is what I thought of like halfway through. Really, I just wanted to talk to you about making this video as like a one-offer, but
Oh yeah, no doubt. The video would be pretty easy to make.
okay.
In my opinion.
I mean, if you're in for that, awesome. We can definitely get that done between our setups and figure out the best way to do that. We're just gonna have to like link up on a, you know, someday whenever that machine gets in and or figure out what would work best. And I'll just give him a time like, hey, you know, this is what we're gonna do.
Do you have a gimbal?
This is how we're gonna make it happen. No, I don't. Not. Yeah, right. For a
So
DSLR,
expensive. I know they're so expensive. That's why I don't have one.
for a phone or a GoPro.
No, for
super cheap. Super cheap.
No,
For a
not for.
DSLR, forget about it.
Yeah, not for a phone. I know the one that I think DJI makes one that is like it's not that expensive actually.
I think DJI makes a DSLR stabilizer, or not even a stabilizer. It's a gimbal, and it's like $1,200. Like it's the exact same price as like a drone. Like
We just
it's
use the drone.
insane.
I got a drone.
I mean, yeah.
But it's
that's
not
fair.
1080p
I mean,
though. It's the thing.
What is it? You have a Spark?
That's the first. Yeah, it's the first. It's a Spark.
Yeah. So the Spark only had the 2-axis gimbal in it, which isn't bad. That's still better than like no gimbal. I mean, that's kind of like the logistics that I kind of wanted to like go over, like, you know, get in front of like kind of like a whiteboard or a piece of paper and kind of like write down and hopefully we can map out kind of like what our idea is for that and like collaborate and see like what we can come up with, what would be the best way to do this. 'Cause I think absolutely like the best product I'm ever going to make is not going to be near as good as something that you and I put together. Like hands down, like the collaboration there is going to be insane because we're already related. We already like the same things. We're already both into media stuff like photography and video stuff. I just started in video and then didn't stay with it and then jumped into photography because, well, it's easier and less time consuming, to be honest.
Yeah, look up the yeah, they're not expensive at all. I mean, well, they're still, I mean, it's still up there. The DJI Ronin S.
Yeah, that's the Ronin.
Yeah. Oh,
How
it's
much do you
better.
want for that now?
It's better than nothing, but it's like $400.
So I could probably talk her dad into getting that without much trouble, actually.
Yeah, I'm just like thinking about like shots that would be most likely making, and I'm not sure I could have a steady enough hand to make those shots.
So that's why I was trying to do the thing, like the workaround of building like a rail system.
Yeah, I could do that.
And we could just cart the DSLR in like a circle around it if we wanted to do that, or in some other way. So kind of like a brainstorm to get around that issue, maybe. Like
True.
if we were full blown, like you and I were gonna start a production, like, or like, you know, a photography video thing. I don't even know what you would call it. If we started that, he would absolutely do that. He would absolutely get us that Ronin without a doubt, because then he knows that he can just, you know, he's got the easy in and he can get us to work on his stuff whenever he needs it, which is also true, you know.
Oh, we'll see.
He's definitely gonna need photos and video in the future, but I also want to break out into like doing real photo stuff. So me and Torres kind of did this with music, and we kind of had our own page on SoundCloud, and we would both upload kind of like our take on stuff there. And I see a lot, and this is like also another issue. Like I see a lot of photographers, and I feel like a lot of photographers are like they're not where I think they should be, and I think that with you and me working together, we could absolutely like break out into this like pretty hardcore into like the Tampa scene. For especially if we had a gimbal, man, we hit that scene hard. And like
Do like a steady shot.
yeah,
Do like a steady
I
shot.
do like a buttery gimbal.
Yeah. We just make one. Or no, we need the motors and stuff for that. Sensors.
Yeah, that'd be insane. But
That's pretty good idea. It's funny you mentioned that because I was pitching that idea a long time ago to a couple of my friends. I was like, someday I'm gonna have a company and we're gonna do it all. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a production company, but essentially what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm done. We're
absolutely.
gonna open something up. Gonna have, you're gonna go here and I'll do pretty much all the work for you for a certain amount. There's more detailed than that, but is along the lines of what we were talking about.
Well, I mean that's the idea, right? Like we have to produce some solid products, and then we pitch that as well, and then it's less like I'm not making like the angle for like we're gonna get famous doing this. Like that's not the angle. The angle is to make money doing this, but also like we get to just do video and production things and make money doing it, which is nice.
Yeah.
While also getting established, so to speak. And that's something easy that like I could do at night in my free time.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be all for. I'm all for that. To be honest, I just never. I just don't have. I don't have like. The problem was like I didn't really have anybody down here to do that kind of stuff with. So, like all my friends were, not into that.
They said they weren't into that.
Like no one. I was talking with my friend Josh. It's like no one around me is into like 3D graphic design, like Photoshop, pictures, video. Like I even like through my friends online, it's hard to find people with the same thing or have like the same like mindset, creative mindset. To be honest.
Let's see, rocking and rolling then. We'll see. We'll work and see how this this polisher shoot goes, and which I'm sure it'll be fantastic. And we'll see then what direction we want to go. Because I feel like I feel like you have to kind of like narrow that market down just a little bit, but.
All of it's gonna go into my. I'm sure you'll make one, but I have my I think it's called Behance. Behance. I got a Behance account. Put all that into my portfolio on Behance. This too, I'm working on this. It's gonna go into, and I'm making like some UX stuff that's gonna go in there too. So. Yeah, I got a drawing pad a couple months ago, and I should have gotten one. I should have just gotten a drawing tablet, because the drawing pad, you can't use rulers or anything on it, because it's you don't know where you're pointing the freaking ruler. There's no screen on it.
Yeah, those are kind of nice though.
It's very nice in Photoshop. We'll just go
Yeah.
in there and brush things out without having to use the mouse.
Torres had one. It was very nice. But I mean, we'll just see about this. See about this shoot.
Well, yeah, if you can
So
get
yeah,
like,
he's
if you can,
he's gonna
sorry,
want.
go ahead.
What?
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, if you get a chance to like take video and stuff, go ahead and then just send like the stuff to me, and like I'll look at it. You know?
Yeah, I'll probably more or less need you there because I don't see everything. Like I see like kind of like what I want, but not like the full picture, like I said. So like I could definitely use the help on site to get that work done. But you know, like of course, like on site's wherever we determine on site is. I mean, I guess just like for the shoot. So I don't really know like where, like what would be a good backdrop for it. You know, how do we want to?
I think of the beach honestly when I think of gems. Is it? Am I the only one? Beach
Well,
and water.
It's not like the gems. It's the the machine.
Oh, the machine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what kind of like I'm thinking like maybe I want to do it like in their shop, but especially because everything's gonna be kind of like bokeh'd out. So like it's not, the backdrop's not like a huge concern because you're not gonna be able to see too much of it anyway. We just need like something that like, I don't know, doesn't distract from the footage, but also adds to the feeling of this machine, because it's like two wheels, and then like on either side, parallel to each other, and then there's like a middle part which is the motor.
Does he
and
like
there's
want
just
to?
like this center cover.
Does he want to like go like the professional like route, or does he want to go with like the do your like self, like, you know, if you want like a background like do yourself kind of vibe to it? Cause you like do professionally have it like in like a warehouse setting, but
I mean, I guess we could white wall it off. I feel like that's like the vibe's kind of moving away from that though online though. Everything's getting put out with like kind of like the DIY like workshop, like warehouse kind of like, you know, this is
Yeah.
where I work. This is a
like
shop.
rustic looking, like America.
Yeah,
America.
like
kind.
high production value on the actual shoot, but it's like shot in some like, you know, janky, you know, workshop to a certain degree. I mean, it probably had to be staged quite a bit. He doesn't know what he wants. He just said, I want like a promo video for the machine. So I don't know if we want to like do some voiceover or
yeah, I have a pretty good idea what I would do already.
or like yeah, see, like, and then we just need to like, you know, kind of I forget what that's called, like framing it, like, or like the plot, or like the storyline, or the you know, like the script or whatever, you know, trying to like get everything like in order so we know like how long everything's going to be. So basically, like editing, we should know what we're looking for, you know, towards the editing side, and then we just need to know when we're going into it, this is what we're going to shoot, so we're not like you know, burning a ton of time during the shoot and it doesn't get frustrating. And
Right, I hate
so
yeah.
it's
Wouldn't want to just show up there and be
Storyboard.
like, oh.
storyboard.
Yeah, storyboards. Oh, I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, it's just
Just
storyboard.
print them out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we need to like get together, and then figure out, or even like in Discord, just kind of like figure out like where we're gonna go with this like finish. So I feel like you and I could put together, even minus the gimbal, we could put together something that was solid and looks
Oh, yeah.
very high end. He's definitely gonna push like
Alright,
whatever,
putting stuff in the
you
chat.
know. What?
I'm just putting stuff in the chat so I don't forget. Like ideas and stuff.
He's definitely gonna push her dad, John. John's definitely gonna push for promoting us. So he definitely doesn't leave us. He's definitely not gonna leave us out to dry. I mean, obviously, like it's his promo, so we're not gonna put anything related to like who produced it in the promo. That's just tacky. But he's definitely gonna he'll definitely like post about it and make a big deal about the production, and that'll be good for us. And it's kind of like a stepping off point. And I'm sure he'll want another one.
Hey, I already got a good idea. I'm trying to remember what where I saw this idea, so I can link you. Essentially like a 3D. From what you're telling me is it's a big machine, so we can do like a 3D walk around in slow-mo. Since there's no audio, we just slow the whole thing down so it's smooth, and just speed it up,
Yeah.
like a slow-mo speed up, doing a 3D walk around. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can do that, and then I'll just overlay, like, he'll obviously tell us all the specs about it, specifications, I would assume. And then just have it, like, overlaid, like, motion-tracked HUD elements onto it,
Oh,
like in boxes.
I got chills.
Yeah.
That's it. You said
Like specification.
You said 3D, and then as soon as you said 3D walk around, we'll have him describe the specs. I was already
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and then we're just
yeah.
we're gonna overlay it like a HUD.
Yeah, and, like, slow-mo and, like, speed up each element, you know, and then have the icon pointing to where, you know, where the specification is.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly
Like,
what
those
you're
are
talking
super
about.
cool. I don't know what I don't know where I saw that. Thought it was pretty cool.
A lot of people are doing them nowadays. They're not hard to find. They're really
Cool to watch.
clean.
Yeah, they're
They are
really
very
cool
cool
to
to
watch.
watch. That would be very cool.
I mean, that would be something easy if we don't want to get too crazy.
I think he actually has like a high quality mic too already in his office, because he does. He's like a teacher for like IT courses. So I could just sit there with him and
I'd be doing circles
Thinking
around
like-
that thing forever
yeah.
to figure out how to do that. All right, cool. Well, I got a
that would do it.
I got I don't know. I mean, as a side gig, I could definitely do it. I mean, I just this process of switching jobs here
All right, where you going?
soon. Not going anywhere, but I got some pretty good interviews set up soon here.
What, same pharmacy stuff?
No, dude, the make the switch from healthcare to like technology is kind of difficult, to be honest.
Yeah, what are you trying to get into? I'm trying to say.
Like setting up corporate and investor events for like live stream events,
So
that kind of stuff. Like what I'm doing now.
so you're just
I'm coordinating. Yeah, I'm coordinating events through a like third party company that they handle like all the like corporate and investor events for like live streams and stuff. So I'll be handling
That's
like
kinda like-
all that as like a part-time deal.
Yeah, so it's like IT help desk stuff.
I don't know.
If you- yeah, I'm telling
The way
If you
he
wanna
made it
break
sound.
into help desk,
Yeah.
you can do it so easy right now. The market is disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm changing jobs right now. Like, it's disgusting how easy it is. Like, every job I applied to, and I don't have very much experience. Every job I applied to, I was getting a call back on and an interview and an offer. Like, there wasn't like, I was literally cherry picking which one I wanted until I found this one, and I was like, that's it. That's the one I want to go to. So, taking a nice little pay bump as well.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you want to break into IT, now's the time. That market is crazy. And I bet you it pays more than what you're making right now, too, because people are paying out the nose for IT people right now.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking at a few help desk jobs.
Yeah, help desk is kind of like...
In a sense. I don't know, like, a lot of them dealt with, like, Zendesk and, like, that kind of stuff.
There's a lot of weird ones out there that's kind of like, they end up getting, like, vendor specific, but, like, if you get in and, like, you know, you just gotta kind of get in, because you're gonna be... If you go the help desk route, like, you're gonna be like tech support or like that tier one help desk, like inbound like calls from customers for like 6 months, like minimum. And once you get to that point, then you can start to try and like move somewhere else where you're not dealing with inbound calls, and you can deal with like your whole setup, and you can deal with more like infrastructure things and stuff like that. And I mean, it's super easy. Like, inbound calls isn't fun, but you learn a lot, like, really fast. Like, it's just kind of like compiles knowledge very quickly. It's insane. Most companies are picking people up without IT certifications too, so that's another thing. Like, nobody even cares. Like, have you seen a computer? All right, we're gonna quiz you, and they'll do a phone interview and then just like, you know, ask you some off the wall questions. And it's like, yep, this is it. They'd be like, cool, you're hired.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm being a little nitpicky, I guess.
No, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm very picky right now.
It's like my friend James, and I told him, I was getting impatient. I was just applying to everything. and people started messaging me back, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know what it was some like account management job they really wanted to interview me the next day for, and it's so, some of these guys are so shady. It was like a 1099 insurance job. And, yeah, and he told me, he's like, definitely don't do that. And apparently they don't pay for the training either, and the training is really expensive for that. So I'm glad I didn't waste my time.
Just jump into IT, man. Like, easy. Like, you can work from home too. Like, that's not my cup of tea, but like, most places are hiring remote guys right now. Like, I picked specifically one that I have to go on site for, because I'm trying to like get out of the house and trying to do some on-site stuff, hands-on equipment.
I gotcha.
But like, if you're looking for like remote, like IT stuff, like, Corona has shown the IT industry that we can absolutely have everybody work remote and it not be a problem.
Yeah. I probably would do it for a little while.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, anyway, just yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I'll hit you beginning about it.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Actually, I'm actually hop off here. I know I pretty much haven't done anything past half hour because I got a little creator's block right here going on. So I don't know if I should have rotated this inward. I don't think it looks good rotated inward like this. Probably just gonna flatten out again, and it shows that it's 2D when I do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna rotate it in like that. I'm just gonna change it back to where it's flat. But I'm gonna do that another day. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'm gonna hop off here. see you